Mochizuki Toy here, bringing you my manga reader log for the last month of 2023, December. This is everything I read. As you probably can tell what it is, what the back row is. So yeah, let's start into it with My Hero Academia Volume 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, can't really see it there, and 14. This basically covers all of season 3 of My Hero Academia. There will be a separate video to go more into this part, as I have done with season 1 and 2. So yep, moving on. I'll place them underneath my table now. I will. One Punch Man Volume 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I believe this is like 2/3 of the way through of season 2, or towards the end of season 2. But I believe in the next 2 or so, within the next volume or 2 of the manga series, that will cover season 2 of the anime. And then it will be all new stuff, which I'll probably read throughout next year, as well as season 3 of the anime starts soon. So yep, and moving on. The reason I'm doing this now is because I only read like 1 or 2 a day, and I already read 2 a day, and I have a bit busy for New Year's, so I won't have time to probably read. So I'll start reading again during the new year. That's why I'm doing this now. So I got a day or 2 to relax without having to read anything. The last volume of Ranma half of the volume 19 of the 2-in-1, or 37 and 38. I wish there's like one more or volume that shows them in the future, grown up, because it feels like a continuation. The ending does. So yeah, I would like her to come back and do like at least 5 chapters to show them growing up, or who he marries, if Rama has any kids, does it get cured, all of that. So yep. Rin-ne Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is also done by Rumiko Takahashi. It's one of people's least favourite from her works. I do have all her other series, such as Meisō Kaku, Inuyasha, and Urusei Yatsura still to read. The reason I chose I've finished off Ranma, now I'll start another work of hers, and the reason I chose Rin-ne is because I want to just get that was the second complete series that I had from her, that author. So that's what I want. I'm going by order of completion. So after this, it'd be Meisō Kaku, and then Urusei Yatsura, and the best for last will be Inuyasha. If you saw my manga haul, you know I'm up to date with Mao. I'm still not planning on reading that yet until I finish, obviously, like Rin-ne, Meisō, Urusei, and Inuyasha, because they're all completed. So, yep. Moving on. obviously, if you can't tell by this point, it is all of JOJO'S part 4 and part 5, basically. So, yep. But that. So, volume 2, I did read volume 1, I believe, in July or August. So, yeah, quite a long break from it, but it was still really fresh. So, that's 2, 3, 4. I now stopped at, like, I believe, chapter 60 or 61. Yeah, I stopped at chapter... After I read chapter 59, let's go to the Mangas of a House, part 7. I ran on to reading Thou Spoke Rohan Kishibe, volumes 1 and 2. This is like some short stories about Rohan when he was basically injured in recovery after Josuke's beat down on him. So that's why I went from Diamond and Unbreakable to Rohan Kishibe. And I do recommend you do it like that because it gives you a solid idea who Rohan is, how he was introduced, and everything. So, yeah. So then I went back to it, so I carried on with volume 4. So after that, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the final volume for part 4 is volume 9. I find it really fascinating how the start of part 4 didn't have really a fixed enemy, like in, as you know who the fixed enemy in part 1 to straight away, part 2, like early on you know who the fixed enemy is, but it doesn't start getting a fixed enemy until halfway through of the, like, probably after volume 5, so it's like halfway through this series basically until we get the fixed enemy. So yeah, that's what I find really interesting about part 4. And then I also read Rohan at the Louvre. This was after I read part 5, but since this is to do with Rohan, I decided to show it within part 4. So yep, this is a nice backstory, as you probably saw in my DC manga haul. And it was a Christmas present, not a pickup one. Sorry about that. Fell on me. So, yep. Then, part 5 going. The reason I chose to finish off JOJO'S off this month is because at the start of next year, since I am in the UK, volume 2 is the start of part 6 donations release, so volume 3. That's why I wanted to get all of this out of the way before New Year's. 4, 5. Also, who do you mainly consider a bloodline for Giovanni, Dios, or Jonathan's? That's a major. Sorry for if you haven't read it. That was volume 5. That was a huge spoiler. Volume 6, 7, volume 8, and the final volume, which is such a beautiful cover, volume 9. The only downside I found to this part was, like, the major time skip at the end where you see Mafioso's bending down, kissing his hand, Giovanno's hand. If you that is a spoiler, so yep. So I really like to see the in between the ending page and when they defeat the enemy for this one. So yeah, that is all. So I believe now I'm let me know in the comments if there's any works I'm missing from Storyworks. I don't really care about art books or anything from Hirohiko. I want stories like manga. So let me know in the comment section. So yep, that's everything I read this month. I do have slightly a plan what I'm planning on reading next month. Look forward to that reading log, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.